You said something in a group. Nobody reacted. And for the rest of the day, you replayed it in your head, wondering if you sounded stupid, if they judged you, if they're still thinking about it. Here's the truth that will set you free. They're not. They forgot it in seconds because they were too busy worrying about their own moment, their own words, their own image. Just like you, we walk through life feeling like the world is watching us, like there's a spotlight following us everywhere, catching every mistake, every awkward pause, every flaw. Psychologists actually have a name for this. It's called the spotlight effect, the proven tendency to massively overestimate how much other people notice us. Studies show people consistently assume they're being watched far more than they actually are. But the spotlight isn't real. Everyone is standing in their own spotlight, looking at themselves. Nobody is watching you as closely as you think. And once you truly understand that, the fear of judgment starts to lose its grip. So how do you actually stop caring what people think? Not by pretending, not by forcing fake confidence, but by changing the way you see the situation. I call it the spotlight shift. 4 simple shifts that take other people's opinions out of the driver's seat of your life. Let's go through them. The first shift, realize the spotlight is imaginary. Picture walking into a room and feeling all eyes on you. Now picture the truth. Every single person in that room has their own spotlight pointed at themselves. The person you're scared of judging you is quietly hoping that you don't judge them. When you remember this, the room gets a lot less frightening. The second shift, stop writing their thoughts for them. Most of the time, you don't actually know what people think of you. You imagine it. And here's what psychology reveals. We often do something called projection, taking our own insecurities and placing them inside other people's heads. That harsh opinion you think they have? Usually, it started as your opinion of yourself. You're holding the pen. You're writing the script, and then crying at your own lines. So the next time you catch yourself knowing what someone thinks, pause and admit the truth. You're only guessing. The third shift, an opinion is not a fact. If someone thinks you're boring, that doesn't make you boring. There's a well-known bias in psychology called the fundamental attribution error. People judge you on a single moment without ever seeing your full story. Your context, the kind of day you're having. They assume that one moment is the whole you, but it isn't. Opinions are like weather. They change constantly. They pass. And they're rarely about you at all. You don't rebuild your house every time it rains. So stop rebuilding yourself every time someone has a passing thought. The fourth shift, stop trying to please everyone. Here's why approval is so addictive. Chasing it gives your brain a small hit of dopamine, the same reward chemical behind most habits. So seeking approval literally becomes a habit you're wired to repeat. But if you live for approval, you're trying to follow everyone's rules at the same time. And those rules contradict each other. It's like being a puppet, pulled by 100 strings in 100 directions. You end up frozen, unable to move. But the moment you cut the strings and choose your own values, what you respect, what you stand for, you finally get to walk in one direction, your own. So here's the spotlight shift simply. 1. The spotlight is imaginary. Nobody is watching as much as you think. 2. Stop writing their thoughts. You're only projecting and guessing. 3. An opinion is not a fact about you. 4. Trade approval for your own values. 4 shifts. That's all it takes. And here's what happens when you practice them. You stop shrinking yourself to fit into rooms. You stop asking permission to exist. You stop trading your peace for a stranger's approval. Caring what people think isn't a flaw. It simply means you're human. The goal was never to feel nothing. The goal is to care more about your own respect than about their applause. Because the people who changed the world were never the ones waiting to be approved. They were the ones who stopped asking. So the next time you feel that spotlight on you, ask yourself just one thing. Whose life am I living? Mine or theirs? If this helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want more simple psychology that helps you understand yourself, subscribe to the Brief Library. Next time, we're breaking down how to stop overthinking everything and finally quiet your mind. See you then.